We are literally sitting on a legal time capsule, and I need y'all to really pay attention and lock in. This is only for educational purposes only. I advise everyone to do their own research and come to your own conclusions. Anything you take from this video is at your own risk. This is not misinformation. This is history through another lens. The second evidence that they don't want you to connect the dots to, the paper trail of erasure. The 14th Amendment created a new status for citizens, but it did not and could not legally extinguish the pre-existent presence of the people who was here as sovereigners due to our maternal lineage, documented maternal lineage leading back to women who was here before the nation existed. So once again, that same law, baby follows the belly, that set the legal foundation for our maternal lineages to be tracked, was the start of the reclassification era. Families moving from Indian to mulatto to Negro to black, etc. And although the label changed, the people didn't. We're talking about the same melanated families that was reclassified out of existence and was relabeled over 7 different times. And I haven't even scratched the surface of the coats of arms that a lot of us are starting to find in our genealogy, our direct lineage, who were melanated Europeans that represented people of high ranking and nobility. You ever wondered where the free people of color category came from? Like, you ever wondered how there was free Negroes running around the same time as slavery owning land? When I say this shit goes deep, let's just say there was a lot of destiny swapping going on. Listen. And lastly, the genetic trail of presence. That Y population signal that is sitting in our raw DNA, Lusia's lineage, that astral and Melanesian signal, the one they said that looks similar to the people of New Guinea, the one geneticist says didn't exist in any modern North American population, the one they said vanished, is sitting in most of us Black Americans' DNA, so-called Black Americans. And then when we take into account no direct matches or close relatives on the continent of Africa, which will only explain thousands of years of separation, if that. So why won't geneticists and institutions just call it what it is? Because acknowledging that a large portion of the so-called Black population carries the original North American baseline, and that there was actually a Black astrolite presence here first, would require a total rewrite of land rights and sovereignty. And then we gotta take into account again those melanated European coats of arms, that noble European lineage that came over here and intermixed with the melanated indigenous tribes. This union didn't just create a family, it granted a double sovereignty, which I'll explain really quickly in the next video, which I promise y'all gonna wanna see. So I'm gonna believe the evidence in my own DNA, I'm gonna believe the evidence in my own genealogy, and I'm gonna believe the very legal law that's still in existence that can't be repealed but only overshadowed over any of these white tea narratives any day.